Gals and guys, what's going on? Joe's Neon here. Back for another Shop Talk, Part 19. I'm really glad you folks are enjoying it. You know, you guys leave me the nicest comments that you really want me to keep Shop Talk going, so that's what I'm going to do. Really can't thank you enough for your interest and, you know, watching the vids. So, first things first, let's get the PBR going. Oh, yeah. Alright, listen. This is going to be a big one. I got a lot going on. I know I always tell you guys that, but I got so much going on for this series, for this particular show. It's crazy. So, we got to get started. Native American. Sioux Warrior. Awesome. Very cool. Hat for the show. Just got my scent lock hat on with my deer tracks on it. I like that a lot. Ray, what's going on? The music that you're hearing in the background is a friend of mine, local here in Saratoga, Frank Wakefield, and just really great bluegrass music. Really enjoy it. Hope you folks do too. Question and answer. I didn't get a whole lot of questions. You guys got to ask more questions, you know? Stuff that you're interested in and you know that I'm interested in, and, you know, ask me a question. I don't care what it is. So, I just did get a recent question, though. It wasn't related to a Shop Talk video, but it was from Sean and Dara. And asked, what gases do I use for all the colors of neon? That's a great question, because there's only two gases. One is red and one is blue. Red is neon gas, and blue is argon gas mixed with mercury. So there's only two colors of gas, red and blue. All your color variations, purples, yellows, greens, that comes from the phosphor coating on the inside of the tube, just like a fluorescent shop lamp. There's a phosphorescent coating on the inside of the glass, and that's what gives you all your color variations. Now, if you take a green phosphor-coated tube, pump it with argon, which is blue, it's going to be green. If you pump it with neon, which is red, it's going to be orange. So, you know, you can play with color variations, but great question, man. There's only two colors of gas, argon and neon. One is red and one is blue. So thanks for asking me that. I want to do some shout outs. Got a bunch of shout outs to do. Phoenix Prepper, what's going on? New start for a new channel. Wish you the best of luck. I want everybody to go check out Phoenix Prepper. Give support. For sure. They can use it, no doubt. It's, like I said, getting a new start, great channel, and great person. Check that out. What else we got? I wanted to mention Sean and Dara. Thank you for subbing. And I want to say hi to my buddy Rich, Ultimate Outdoors. Ultimate, AULTIMATE Outdoors. Ultimate. And great channel. Weston Wood, what's going on? Cole Craven, how are you, my friend? Somerville 99. I don't know how to pronounce this. Perkmo? PERCMO. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for watching. Seller 559. Doug Korn, he's a fellow New Yorker. What's going on, Doug? Maybe we can hook up and do a little rendezvous at some point there. But as far as my topics, and before I forget, I just want to thank all of my new subscribers. I got a bunch of new subscribers that have come over from Boss of the Swamp's channel and checking out my channel, and I really appreciate that. Everybody that watches my channel, I just really appreciate the fact that you do so. You know, and you're digging the Shop Talks with Joe. It's great. It's a Sunday afternoon, you know, and I really enjoy doing this. I got dinner upstairs cooking, and nice way to spend the afternoon. And every now and then I got to stop by the TV and check the NASCAR race, you know, because my boy Clint Boyer, he's my driver, so I like NASCAR. I don't know how many of you guys do, or gals, but I'm sure there's plenty of yous out there. All right, so let's get rolling. Enough of me yapping here. What I want to do is I want to give you guys a summary of my road trip to see Boss of the Swamp. Going up to see JC was amazing. We had incredible weather. It was a wonderful, wonderful visit. I'm going to say it again. You guys hear me say it all the time. Like-minded people. I have never met this man. And there was no dead air. There was constant conversation. There was storytelling. A lot of laughing. We just really had a good time and enjoyed the time that we spent together. And you saw the video. Hopefully you've seen his video. And it's really good stuff, you know. If you haven't seen it, go check out Boss of the Swamp. He puts out some really super great videos, you know. The travel was incredible. I got to cross through the most beautiful territory through the Adirondack Mountains, total of 415 miles in my new to me Subaru, which was fantastic, just phenomenal. I enjoyed every minute of it. Listened to great tunes and saw great views, and it was something that something I needed. It was a lot of fun. But continuing on with JC and Boss of the Swamp, JC also has what's called UncleJim'sHomestead.com, and he sells these beautiful, wonderful spices and seasoning mixes that he makes for all different kinds of food. I'll show you some. This one right here, oh, before I knock everything over. This is a oven roasted potato seasoning mix. And he gives you real thorough instructions on the back, very simple of how to do things, you know. And it came with 2 packages, but we've already used one. You just peel your potatoes, you cut them up, quarter them up, little olive oil, and sprinkle the mix on it. Mix it in a bowl, put it on a baking pan, throw them in the oven. I'm telling you what, good stuff right there. Here's a potato seasoning mix that's a hot and spicy. And actually, folks, that's a silhouette picture of Jim with his pack basket on. Can you see that? And these are completely all natural. There's no MSG, no nothing in these. Completely natural spice and seasoning mixes. Here's a great one he's got. Dip and spread mix. You simply mix this with sour cream. And you let it set overnight. And you've got a great dip or a spread mix. Wonderful. Firecracker garlic. Can't wait to try that. He also gave me a black bean salsa mix that is blended with a cup of sour cream and some mayonnaise and a little bit of water. You let it set for 24 hours and it'll rehydrate, and you have yourself a beautiful, beautiful dip and spread mix. Uncle Jim's. Great, right? Here's Uncle Jim's Chipotle chili mix. So if you guys are into this kind of stuff, trying this stuff, man, check it out. Here's a teriyaki marinade. You know, you can use it for beef, but it works great with chicken too. So there's a nice teriyaki marinade. And he also sells, you know, kind of like a Montreal steak, these seasonings, grill and spice, frontier steak. And boy, look at that stuff there, huh? Man. It smells so good. I haven't tried it yet. Just haven't had time yet, but you guys got to check it out. Go check out UncleJim'sHomestead.com. Good stuff. There was something else that I really didn't know about JC. As many of you know, I'm an artist. I work in neon, but I've worked in many mediums, and one of the mediums that I worked in was pencil. And JC let me know that he worked in pencil, and you know, he's done some drawings which he sells. And when I went up to his house to see him, to his homestead, he took me in a hallway and he showed me some of his pencil drawings, and it absolutely blew me away. I want to share with you guys some of Boss of the Swamp's pencil drawings. Put your seatbelt on for these. Look at this brook trout. Unbelievable, huh? Here's a brook trout on a net. Incredible. Look at this old-time kitchen. Is that beautiful or what? I love this picture of these two labs. Duck dogs with the decoy and the shotgun shells and everything. Amazing. I'd get a better shot of these if I took them out of the plastic, but I really don't want to do that. This is amazing. I got to let you look at this for a minute because there's so much detail in this drawing. Is that incredible or what? Done with a pencil. Phenomenal artwork. He gave me some stationery too. This is a partridge drumming. The name of this piece is Drumming Up Business. I just love that. Very nice. Here's a beautiful doe on this stationery. And here's a couple of geese. And he did this beautiful sketch of a wolf. Beautiful, huh? So I said to him, I said, JC, I said, there's one drawing that I really like. I said, I would like to purchase a print of it. And he said, well, which one is that? And I said, the one with the buck that you shot. Well, when I went to JC's homestead, when I first got there, he took me into his living area with fireplace, and he had a bunch of beautiful whitetail buck mounts on the wall. And one of the mounts just stood out, an incredible, beautiful, big 8-pointer. And I said, wow, you know, that's incredible. And he said, yeah, and he showed me the picture that he drew. And then he took me back over and showed me the buck, and he said, I drew this picture after I had taken this buck and had it mounted. And he told me the story. He was living in New Hampshire at the time, and when he shot this buck, he shot it with a bow and arrow. And for that year, and I forget, I think it's either 1994 or 1996, it was the largest buck, whitetail buck taken in New Hampshire with a bow and arrow. And it's just an incredible animal. So what JC decided to do was, he drew a picture of the buck, and then he got real creative what he did around the outside. And I just want to share that with you guys. Get ready for this one. Look at that. I hope there's not too much reflection. But here's the buck in maturity. And this is exactly what it looked like. An incredibly beautiful, big whitetail. But what he did here is he named it Aged to Perfection. And down here, in the corner is a picture in the spring of a fawn, when this buck was a fawn. And then up here, you have in the summer, you have the buck as a spike horn. I don't know how good you can see that. And then up here, he's a 6-pointer going into the fall. And then down here, he's an 8-pointer in the winter. It's a winter scene. So you have all your seasons of this animal becoming a mature buck. Hence, age to perfection. Is that incredible or what? So I'm in the process of having that professionally matted and framed, and that's going to be going out the door. Thank you, JC. I really, really love that. We got a special spot in the house picked for that. So what else is going on? I got a bunch of axe work going on. My handles finally came in from House Handle. I'm really kind of not that happy with them. I had to do a lot of work. Quality was there, but they needed a lot of love. So first one I want to show you guys is this one here. And this is a Cold Steel Trail Boss. And this was a small a boy's axe handle. Look at how much wood I had to take away in order to get a proper shoulder. There was so much wood up here for a shoulder that there was no way. It looked ridiculous. So I had to take all of this wood down and create a new shoulder that would work with the axe head. And what I'll do is, tomorrow at the shop, I'll cut this off and I'll set the proper size for the wedge, and I'll drive the wedge. And I'll be taking my camera and doing a video of that, because you folks have been asking me to do that. When I'm fitting these heads, there's no sense in shooting video. It'll take forever, you know. This one right here was the longest haft I've ever had. 3.5 hours it took me to fit this head on this handle. But it's a beautiful one. Real beauty. The other one I'm working on is that Kelly True Temper flint edge bell systems. And this is the octagon handle. And again on this one, I had to take so much wood off. It was tricky. I cheated. And I'm really glad I cheated. I used power tools. I used my 1x30 sander, and I also used my my Dremel tool for cutting the shoulder and getting that real clean. You know, but I chose to use stain on it. It's an octagonal handle. I haven't done one of those yet, and I'll show you that this is the sheath for it. I got the sheath done first, and that's going to come out real nice. I'm excited about that. So I got to get her hung first, and then I'll set the length for the strap and get that all finished up. But it's been a busy weekend with my projects. I've really been enjoying them. You know, and I want to thank a couple guys when it comes to working with the axes. This head here for the Cold Steel Trail Boss I got from the Adirondack Woodsman. Thanks a lot, Leaf. I really appreciate it. It's coming out sweet. It's going to be a sweet little axe. This axe head actually came with a straight handle. And I don't think I would have bought it that way, but I absolutely love it with this boy's axe handle on it. Really super, super nice. This axe, I name all my axes. This one's called Lil Sexy. And it's so sweet. The handle is so slim. I don't know if you can see that. But just wonderful. Psyched about it. Bud Moore, you know, he wanted to see more about axes and stuff. So there you go, Bud. I got some more stuff that I'll be doing. because I got to make a sheath for this one here, and I'll be doing that work. And I've got more heads to hang. I got to hang this axe head right here that holds this wonderful sign here, UncleJim'sHomestead.com. Go on there, say hi to JC, and order some spices and stuff like that. I've got 2 more heads in the back there that I got to do. I got a couple soaking in the vinegar, so there's a lot of axe projects going on, and I will keep you folks posted on that. There's another really cool project I want to show you guys. A gentleman that I had done some neon work for, we had kind of become friends, you know, and he's a really nice guy. And he said to me, he said, hey, he goes, I have a family heirloom. Maybe you can help me out. Well, he had this elephant that was carved from some island type country that was made from like an Rhodesian ironwood. It's super dense, super heavy. It's this elephant. And you could see where there were 2 sockets where it was supposed to have tusks. And Bruce said to me, it's been in my family before I was born, and as long as I remember, it's never had tusks. Do you think you can make tusks for it? And I said, sure. So what I did was I took this elephant from him, and I carved tusks out of deer antler, and then I completely coated the thing in 14 coats of boiled linseed oil, and completely brought back the color of the wood. And I just want to show you guys. Hang on. There's the elephant with the deer antler tusks. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Came out real nice. Beautiful, beautiful piece of wood. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And that's pretty much going to bring us to the end of Shop Talk with Joe, Part 19. Thanks a lot for hanging in there with me. You know what comes at the end? Comes a joke. And for the joke for this Shop Talk with Joe, I chose a Little Johnny joke. So Little Johnny's sitting there in his classroom, and the teacher's doing a lesson on animals. And she's holding up pictures of animals, and kids in the class are, you know, raising their hands and guessing what they are. So the teacher holds up a picture of a cat. Little Susie raises her hand and says, "It's a cat." Teacher says, "Very good, Susie." Next picture she holds up. Little Davy holds his hand up and he says, "It's a dog." And she says, "Very good, very good." The next picture she holds up is a deer. And the classroom goes silent. And she's showing the picture to the classroom, and after about a minute she says, "Okay, kids, I'm going to give you a hint. It's what your mommy calls your daddy." And Little Johnny raises his hand. He says, "I know what that is. That's a horny bastard." I hope everybody's good. Thanks for all your support with my Shop Talks. Don't forget to ask me a question, and look out, folks. Number 20's coming, and I don't think I'm going to stop there.